Do you see the squirrel?
She went face first into a wooden pew. I didn't get it. That's okay.
Mile 4 was, I don't remember.
Welcome back to another episode of Second Half Strong. This week's episode is going to be a month of workouts, which sounds like a lot, but it really wasn't. So February started off strong, but the second half, not so good, not so strong. We started off February going strong, and then we started this workout room renovation. Steven went out of town. He got injured snowboarding. We had multiple rounds of multiple sicknesses come through the house. All of us pretty much going down at one point or another, sometimes twice. There was not a lot that happened in February. So all of these workouts are me. It's mostly running and just a few workouts. So you get a video of just me. Sorry. There's some moments of the baby thrown in there for your enjoyment because she's the best part, right? Here we are, a month of workouts. Let's roll it. First up for the month is a quick little run around the neighborhood and to the park with Jackie. So we've got two parks now that are really close to our house. And I was able to get a little bit of running in and get to the park and get some outside time. You could still see there was snow on the ground, so it had been really cold. We had been kind of cooped up for a while, so the weather was starting to turn, and it was so nice just to get out and play.
Yeah, hello, Jackie. Say hello. We made it to the park. 2 miles in and around the neighborhood. The park is really like half a mile from our house. Not even that.
The next day I was in the old workout room. This was pre-makeover, but I was just getting a little lower body workout session in. Here I'm not working super hard on building strength as much as I am working on supporting my running, working on those muscles that I need to help support my knee. Of course, had to go in some push-ups because it was the beginning of February.
We're at the park. Jackie, say hi. We're at the park. Steven's going to take Jackie to play on the playground, and I'm going to come for a little bit.
I didn't get much footage this day. It was pretty windy, and I was just doing a quick little out and back because I knew I wasn't going to be able to make it all the way around. But this was actually day one of our workout room renovation.
Do you see the squirrel? Hi, Baby.
We've seen a lot of squirrels.
It is a beautiful day.
February. We just hit a mile. I have no real goal as far as time or distance. I just wanted to get out and enjoy this weather and test my knee. I'm running no more than 2 minutes at a time and then walking minimum 2 minutes, but closer to 3 for most of my walk breaks. The hardest thing is doing this pushing the jogging stroller because I'm just out of shape. We're getting it done. It feels so good up here. Now for another interval run. Today I'm doing some running. Steven's home for lunch. Got 1 more minute of walking and then I'm going to start running again. Here we go. Mile 1. Mile 2. Mile 3. Good morning. It is first workout in the workout room. Now that it's all ready and set up, I'm really excited to get in here and get to work.
Okay, the dogs are loud. They're in their kennels and snoring. So, anyways, I'm gonna do upper body and core. A lot of my upper body will be push-ups. Full transparency, I did not do any push-ups at all yesterday. Yesterday was Sunday. We had church, but then I got a phone call while I was at church that my mom had fallen and busted her face open at her church, and was on the way to the emergency room in an ambulance. So thank the Lord she is okay. She had to get a bunch of stitches and she broke her nose, but no facial or head wound. Well, she had head wounds, but nothing internal. So anyways, praising God for that, because it's scary. She went face first into a wooden pew. She is 74 years young and full of life and energy, but sometimes forgets that she's not 40 anymore. So anyways, the baby's not been sleeping well. There's been a lot, she's been sick a lot. No more excuses. I was up multiple times with her last night, but I still got up when my alarm went off at 5:15. So let's get this. I don't think I finished my story, but I was at the hospital for multiple hours yesterday. And so by the time I got home, the last thing I wanted to do was push-ups. So I didn't do them. That's okay. We said from the beginning, this challenge is not about perfection. Our channel is not about perfection. It's about progress and doing the best that we can. And yesterday, the best that I had was being at the hospital with my mom and then coming home and just being with my family. I'm not failing. I'm doing my best. It'll be okay. So let's go.
Wow, okay, sorry guys, that was a lot, but there had been a lot going on. So good news is my mom is doing so well. She is completely healed. I actually just saw her today and her face almost doesn't even look like it had 28 stitches in it. So she's been healing up really, really well and doing fantastic. So this day I did a lot of core and upper body. So the upper body was my push-ups and then just lots and lots and lots of core.
Workout is complete. I did get 100 push-ups done during my workout. Did a bunch of core stuff. It is 6:06, so just barely making it. Gotta get out there and start getting kids ready for school. So I've heard my oldest up. She's already been up and working out in the garage, and she handles her own business. So anyways, there we go, feeling strong. Good morning. Hi, little baby. Hi. It is still Monday. I'm gonna run on the treadmill. I don't want to. I'm really, really tired. It's been a long couple weeks, and I feel like it's kind of starting to catch up with me. Yesterday was rough. Talked about that already. But I made a commitment to myself to run 3 times at least this week. If I want to continue to progress, I need to get more runs in. So Steven is actually home sick today. I'm thinking maybe the stomach bug hasn't left the chat. He's just not feeling good. So we're hoping it's not the stomach bug, we're hoping it's something else. But he's in bed, and so I don't want to leave him with the baby and the monitor while she's sleeping, just in case she wakes up, and I don't want him to have to deal with that. So I'm gonna get it done. I'm gonna do the 2 minutes on, 2 minutes off, or 2 minutes of running, 2 minutes of walking. But I'm gonna walk for a few minutes to kind of warm up, do a little bit of stretching, dynamic warm-ups, and then get started. Let's go.
know, this day was so hard. I felt like when I was running, I was barely picking up my feet, and clearly when I watched this back, I was barely picking up my feet.
I'm done. I only did 2.3 miles. My goal was 3, but I bargained with myself to do at least 1 and then see how I felt. Like I said, I'm very, very tired. I don't know if it's the last couple weeks with Steve being out of town and sick baby and all the things, if that's catching up with me, all the stuff with my mom yesterday, or if I'm getting sick too. My stomach has not felt wonderful today, but I don't know if that's just paranoia. You know what I mean? Like when someone else is sick, you're just like, am I nauseous? Am I gonna throw up? So anyways, I did 2.3 miles. I'm gonna do a little bit of stretching, and I'm gonna turn this fan back on when I do that. And I need more water. I ran out of water during, so baby's still napping, so that's good. Like my whole body just kind of hurts, all my joints. I also ate like crap the last few days, so that could be part of it.
All right, let's pick this mood up a little bit. Here I am running a 5K. This was just a few days after I had been sick, but honestly, I recovered pretty quickly. So I was just sharing my 5 lessons that I've learned from running the hard way. So you hopefully have already seen this video, but that's why you see me talking to the camera.
Okay, my run is done. I did a 5K.
Come run 4 miles with me at 2-minute intervals, 2-minute walk, 2-minute run. Mile 1, 11:23. Mile 2, 11:39. Let's go. Mile 3, 10:59. Mile 4 was, I don't remember.
Okay, 4 miles is done. Felt really, really good. It is warm. I am sweaty. I am red, and it feels amazing. So, mile 3 was my fastest. It was 10:59. Sorry, my phone is shaking. I did like mostly 2 minutes of running, 2 minutes of walking, with some intervals that were 3-1. I really wanted to try to run more, but I'm trying to really be smart since I increased my distance today. I didn't want to increase my running intervals too much. I'm really excited to get to the point where I can at least run 1 mile consistent without walking, but not quite there yet. Not trying to push it, but I'm really glad that I forced myself to run on Monday, because Monday was when I came down with a stomach bug. I knew I was not feeling good, and I only did like 2.3 miles, I think, on the treadmill before I called it, and I'm really glad I did. Otherwise, I wouldn't have been able to get 3 runs in this week, which was my goal. And the fact that I was still able to get 3 runs in while being down with a stomach bug for 2.5 days, I'm very proud of myself. It's been a good week. I just want to run every day, but I can't. Anyways, that is all. Well, there you have it. There is a month of workouts for me. Again, I know it wasn't a lot. March is already shaping up to look a lot better. It's really neat to go back and watch some of those runs, especially from the very beginning of February, to see how much I've already progressed. I am already progressing in my intervals, so I'm running farther distances, and my running intervals are getting longer with my walking intervals getting shorter, and my knee has been handling it so well. I have been doing just a tiny bit of strength training on my lower body. So that is where I'm trying to be really, really careful, because January is where I got myself into trouble with increasing my running while increasing my lower body strength training at the same time. So I did a few weeks of just running, and just this week I did my first like lower body workout. A lot of it is still kind of PT adjacent. I'm trying to pick moves that I know are going to support my knee and all of those structures and support that healing as I progress in my running. And at some point I will get more to a like strength rebuilding, hopefully, but I'm still avoiding squats and lunges and things like that for now, because running is my love, my first love. I love lifting, and I love lifting heavy, but running is my passion, and that is where I want to put most of my time and energy right now, is in running. So anything I do outside of running is to support my running, right? So my core work, upper body work, all of that helps with like posture and maintaining good form. And then of course the lower body stuff to kind of support that knee structure so that I can keep putting in the miles. So I'm really, really excited for the rest of March. I'm really excited for Steven to be back and to be working out again and running again and start rebuilding his strength, mileage, but it's been a rough go of it. So we are all on the up and up though, and I'm really excited. Again, we say this every week, but if you are not subscribed to our channel, we would love if you would subscribe to our channel. Leave me a comment below. Let me know, what is your passion? Are you a cardio queen or king, or are you all about lifting heavy, or somewhere in between? So anyways, with that, I will bid you adieu. Hi. Anyways, we'll see you next week on Second Half Strong.